Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam. So we are back again, and this is the transfer updates as well as the news that is happening all over the world. I just made a 14-minute video complaining about how the relationship between me and my club is not really at the same level because I'm giving my all and it's giving absolutely nothing. I actually blame the owners rather than the club itself. It seems like Klopp and the players, they're really trying to do something meaningful, but our owners just doesn't give a damn. So that had to get out of the way. I felt like if I had come and said it in this video, it was literally going to ruin anything that this video was going to stand for. So I'm here. We're going to be talking about all the transfer news that is happening and all the news that has happened all over this week, things that has changed, including the VAR going on another level. We have to talk about that because it feels like so many people have been affected in terms of the new rules that are happening and what Mikel Arteta has caused the referees of the Premier League to end up doing, and he's already received a yellow for that. So let me start with this time management, the thing that the Premier League is trying to do. So during the weekend we watched the first game between Manchester City and Arsenal. This was of course the Community Shield where Arsenal won on penalties by 4 goals to 1, I think. Yeah, 4 goals to 1. The game ended 1-1, but there were some decisions that happened in that game that so many people were not really happy about. For example, so many Arsenal fans were complaining about some of the yellow cards that the players received as well as their managers. But what we were told, if you have been watching my reaction videos that I've been making on the Connect, you would actually understand that it is actually a rule which was made this season that the refereeing board have discovered that so many referees are being disrespected by managers as well as players. And according to why the rule was made, it was because of Mikel Arteta. They're saying that the way he was treating the fourth official during last season's run, the way he was trying to challenge Man City and try to do something, was the main reason what forced the referees board to actually come and sit down and come up with this decision, because they are trying by all means to maintain a Premier League which has some sanity in it and actually do something that is meaningful. So any manager who's gonna act like he's crazy attacking the fourth official, they might get a yellow card, even a red card, and it has now become so sensitive that even the little things, it's leading them into getting a yellow card. We saw Mikel Arteta complaining that Manchester City player should get a yellow card, and he ended up getting one. So which means that people like Jurgen Klopp, you remember what he did attacking the fourth official, the way he was like, and they ran to that. He could be one of the people who might get a red card come next season if he does not control his emotions, because that's where things are now at the moment. The refereeing board are tired of this managers disrespecting them, as well as the players were as well, people, because what we're being told is this: any player who's not a captain, and whenever a decision is made inside the ground, if every player of the club is gonna come running to the referees trying to force a referee to change his decisions or what, they will be cautioned as well, because they believe that if there's any problem in the ground which needs to be maybe addressed, you need your captain to be the one who comes to represent the club. The referee doesn't want to be fulfilled or you have a circle of so many players around him. That is going to put so many players in trouble. So what the Premier League is really asking for is some discipline. As well as this is one of the most important points as well. Players who, whenever it's a free kick against their club and they're at an advantage and he has the ball, if he kicks the ball anyway, no matter what, no matter just kicking it just away from where the ball is, they're getting yellow cards. We saw that as well with, I think that it was Thomas Partey who got it for Arsenal, and there is another one who got it for Man City. They are trying by all means to save as much time as possible, as well as if a player is gonna waste time going out of the field or celebrations taking so long, or maybe goalkeepers wasting the time that they should not be wasting. What's gonna be happening is this: the refereeing body have come up with a way of actually stopping the clock. While the original clock is moving, they are stopping the clock, and any time that has been wasted by this thing, they are just gonna take it and put it back. Come as they continue with whatever they're trying to do, the changes that they're doing, and which in this case, if you watch the FA Cup, for the game of Arsenal end at least at 101 minutes. So it means if your team doesn't want to play longer games, they need to maintain the time, because they will play a 100-minute game each and every week if they don't behave. So many players have come up against this. We actually have Rafa Varane actually made a post on social media complaining about this, saying that he feels like it's not really the way forward, because there are so many games during the week, and now if you're going to be adding so many minutes like you are saying, we will be in trouble. The other manager who came out on actual live television was Pep Guardiola, complaining about this, even though for him would understand, because his team had actually lost because of that. So they are really trying to do as much as they can, but the refereeing board is that if you don't want this, that's what they're saying. If you don't want this, then just stop wasting the time. Allow the time that has been set to be what is honored, and let's come to an end. So it's something that is gonna keep making so much noise. Maybe it might be improved, but as things stands, we might gonna be seeing some games being added an extra time of about 9 minutes or 8 minutes, like the Arsenal game. But there are so many changes that are coming to this new season, and it's gonna be exciting. We have to see what else that is gonna be added as well. But that's what we're being told that we have to keep an eye on. So let's move on that. The other thing that is happening when it comes to this is concerning the Saudi League. I've been going through some of the things that has been talked, and the Henderson was actually talking for the first time after the criticism he has received over the couple of weeks moving on to Saudi Arabia. And he has come out to talk about how he loves football and wants to push football elsewhere to some of the parts where the football isn't. And he wants to try a new challenge rather than what he has been comfortable to in England, in Liverpool, and as well as Sunderland. He wants to go try a new challenge and see if he can push himself to another limit, and he's going to try by all means to help the Saudi League to actually become one of the best. Even though he is still a start, he wants to create something meaningful. So many people are talking about the pundits as well, and most of them are saying that he might say as much as he can. He loved football and whatever, but we all know that he went there because of the money. The money was something that you cannot really reject. So many players are moving to the Saudi League, and we're going to be seeing so many. As the latest rumors is that João Felix could be one of the players who leaves to go to that play, to go to Saudi Arabia as well. So there is so much movement that is going to be happening when it comes to the Saudi League, and we might actually see so many things happening if anything could ever happen. But one thing we know is that it's exciting times. So many things are going to be changing. So I don't know. That's really the match that we're going to be talking about. Before I start talking about the transfer window, before I start talking about the transfers and whatever that is happening, I just want to talk about the game that is going to be played on Friday. The reason why I'm talking about this game, because when my video is going to come out on Friday, where I'll be doing my prediction and previewing the games that are going to be played during the first week of the Premier League, I might not be able to talk about this game, but because it's starting on the same time almost close to the same time when the video will be made. So let me just get that out of the way so that you see. So it's Manchester City playing against, I think they're going to be playing against Burnley, tomorrow. It's going to be one of the, it's already tomorrow in the time I'm making this video. It's going to be one of the most exciting games. We get started. The Premier League is now getting started. Of course, it's going to be a massacre. It's going to be a wallop for, the Burnley defense, and also as Vincent Kompany, because there is no way he's going to beat Pep Guardiola. There is no way. Of course, I know he's the championship manager winner. He's the winner in the championship, but there is no way he's going to beat Pep Guardiola. It's going to be played in his own ground. he has the control, he has everything. If we have heard correctly, he has really pushed the players to another level, and we would expect him to actually do something. So I don't know how the game will play out, but I know that City might win by the game by about 2 or 3 goals to nil. They might not really go crazy because that has to take City to build up as the season go forward, but that's what's going to be happening. And before I actually go to the transfers, we're going to be talking about something that happened earlier this morning. Julian Lopetegui decided to walk away from Wolves because there was a disagreement with the club in terms of what the club wanted and what exactly is expecting. And what we're being told is this: he has decided to walk away because there's just no any agreement between the club and the manager. So anything that happens from there, we are just going to be watching. We cannot really say anything at the moment, but just observe and see what really happens. But what we're being told is this: he is no longer the Wolves manager, and they will be working on to replace and try to look for the next replacement that comes, and we'll see what happens exactly. But what we're being told is that the former Burnley manager, the former Bournemouth manager who was let go, could be the next Wolves manager. In fact, it could have already been done as we are making this video. So congratulations to that. I hope McNeil, I think that's his name, McNeil, can really be successful in the next thing he's going to be doing, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Were you excited about the FA Cup? Did you enjoy what we saw from City and Arsenal? And is there anyone anywhere close to these two at the moment as we speak? Or this is the best we get? What's going to be happening? I don't know. So let's see what happens as we move on to the transfer window, where I'm just going to be covering every single thing that has been happening in the transfer window today. So you better bear with me, and I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you excited over the new season, and what are you really expecting coming in the new season, and who exactly is going to win the league? I've already done my prediction. I'm going to be reacting to some ESPN guys just next after this video to some of the predictions I saw. It's really exciting times right now, people, so I hope you enjoy that. Wow. As I speak to you right now, the most trending topic on social media is FSG out, because Liverpool fans have had enough, and I'm really happy about that, as we are going to be moving to the next story just after what I've just told you right now. So what has been announced just a few hours ago was Romeo Lavia, who Liverpool have been chasing for some time now as the replacement of Fabinho as a DM, could be now on his way to, you know what, Chelsea, because according to Fabrizio Ramon, David Oldstein, and most of the journalists have come up and said that Chelsea have submitted a formal bid to Southampton for Romeo Lavia worth around £48 million. Negotiations are ongoing between clubs, as Liverpool's last proposal of around £45 million was rejected. Now, what we know is this: Romeo Lavia has really, by the way, I said this is when I'm going to be trying to be normal. Romeo Lavia, they really made it clear that he wanted to go to Liverpool, but he was losing, he was growing out of frustration now because of how this thing was taking forever. But now, as things stand, there is an opportunity of him moving on to another place, which is Chelsea. But now we have to wait and see if that can actually happen. But this is where we are now, and I don't know, let's give it some time. But if you want to know my thoughts on this, there is a video, 14 minutes of exactly what I'm feeling about this deal of Chelsea trying to get Romeo Lavia. So trust me, go check it out. You'll really enjoy if you're a rival, and you really feel sorry for me if you're a Liverpool fan, because I think I lost it a bit there. Real Sociedad and Manchester United are still negotiating for Donny van der Beek, discussing are ongoing about a loan fee, about how to cover Donny's salary, and also options to buyout clause in 2024. We understand that Van der Beek is keen on the move and attracted by Real Sociedad. So what Sociedad project? So what we are being told is that Real Sociedad could actually allow Manchester United could actually allow Donny van der Beek to go on loan to Real Sociedad so that he can go get game time and try to do something. But now it's just a matter of time to see what's going to happen and where exactly the situation goes to. But where we're being told that's exactly what's happening here. We understand that Chelsea have currently no intention to include uh, is it to some Vlahovic swap deal to include Vlahovic in the swap deal for Romelu Lukaku despite Juventus' proposal. Chelsea respect Vlahovic but working closely with Lukaku on an exit. Europe now or Saudi in September. More on Vlahovic and Chelsea, no more intention to proceed with the swap deal as Juventus condition are keen on asking for a 40 million plus this. So it looks like Vlahovic, who so many people have been talking about, thinking that he could be moving to Chelsea in a swap deal, is really going nowhere because of all the things that is happening here. Think Chelsea just feels like they don't really need him at the moment. I don't know. If you are Chelsea fans, do you agree with this? Do you think it's a good idea? I really don't know, to be honest, but that's the news we're being told. Let's hear your thoughts in the comment section. So this is an interesting twist that we just got today, that David Raya joins Arsenal on an initial loan for about 3 million plus 27 million buyout clause as the Atlantic reports. So what we are being told is this, if you didn't hear this, is that David Raya was expected to leave to go to Arsenal for 30 million pounds. But now it looks like maybe because Arsenal have spent so much buying so many players, they are trying to be safe on their financial fair play, you know. This is something that has been causing problems. So they've come up with a deal with this team that we call Brentford. Yes, Brentford. And what they're going to do is that they're going to get the player on a 3 million loan this summer. Because he has already signed a new contract, by the way, with Brentford, which means that he's still a Brentford player, but going only on loan to Arsenal. Which now, when it comes end of summer next season, Arsenal will just pay the 27 million pounds to officialize him and make him an Arsenal player. And if they don't, he can also come back to Brentford, and Brentford can sell him at any time because he has extended the contract, so he's no longer leaving next summer. He could leave the next summer that comes after. So Brentford are safe on that. It's actually a good deal for both of them because Arsenal get the player that they want. Brentford gets to keep the asset and actually sell them for the price that they want to sell him come next season. If that doesn't happen, they can still take him and sell him to any club that comes with a suitable offer that they actually want. So there is something that is happening here which actually makes so much sense. West Ham has completed an agreement to sign James Ward-Prowse for £30 million. Here we go. Personal terms verbally agreed. The time to prepare for checkups of documents, medicals to be booked. This was according to Jacob Strambok reporting. This is what we are told, that there was an agreement between West Ham. West Ham were really getting frustrated over the Declan Rice money, that nothing was moving. These are the fans, by the way. But now, as we stand, it seems like there are some movements in the transfer market. The club is doing what is meant to be happening, and they're trying to get the things done as we see transfers happening. He's going to be a West Ham player, so you get him alongside with Harry Maguire, because there was also a breaking news as well, where we were told that Harry Maguire is leaving Manchester United for £30 million, going to West Ham. Scott McTominay could be on his way as well. But so many things are happening. So I hope West Ham will be strong. It looks like they're really strengthening, and they're using that Declan Rice money very, very, very wisely. I don't know, but you never know. Let's just see what happens. Official. Frank Kessel leaves Barcelona and go join El Ahly at the €12 million deal. El Ahly has confirmed they've already done everything. Things were signed and things were done. So let's see what happens. There was some news that came out today about Kyle Walker. Remember, there was a Bayern Munich interest in Kyle Walker, and we were told that it was going to move. What we are being told now by Fabrizio Romano was this: Kyle Walker's decision is final. He is now ready to sign a new contract at Man City as soon as possible. and is set to accept and stay at the club. There is no chance for Kyle Walker to decide to move anywhere now. He's gonna be staying at the club. Maybe he was putting Bayern Munich in the situation to try and increase the money that Man City were trying to offer him, and it seems like it's working because he is staying at the club. So that is some interesting news. We wait to see how the play situation plays out, but as we stand, that's what we're being told. Also, official Reece James has now been made the club captain of Chelsea. He is gonna be managing the boyhood club he has loved, and he will continue to be where he is really loved, and we can't wait to see what happens. There's also some news as well when it comes to Man City, as we understand Manchester City and West Ham are remaining contract to discuss Lucas Paqueta deal, despite the 70 million pounds verbal bid which was rejected. West Ham are hoping to keep the player, but they are aware that Lucas has the desire to join City, so there will be talks that continues. They want close to 90 million if I heard properly, but City had put a 70. We'll wait to see how that one plays out. And lastly but not least, when it comes to the transfers, we understand that Chelsea are actively working on Tyler Adams' deal. Talks are ongoing between the clubs and personal teams are being discussed. Again, not linked with Caicedo. Separate deal, as Moises Caicedo insists Sunday that he didn't want to play and he wants to leave to join Chelsea. As things stands right now, Chelsea are working on 3 deals. They want to get Caicedo, they want to get Tyler Adams, and they want to get Romeo Lavia. Are they going to get either of them? What's going to happen? This is still a long transfer window. We're going to have to wait. We're going to have to be patient, and we're going to have to control our temper. I'm referring to the video that I just made, because a lot of things are going to be moving. But it's exciting times, people. Serious times and irritating times, but also exciting times. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What are you feeling over the transfer window? Do you think the clubs will actually do the deals that you're expecting to see, or you'll be disappointed like I am by my club as a Liverpool fan? So I'm out. Do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to the Connect. The best way you support the Connect. I'm out. Let's see what happens. Tomorrow, so like I told you, City are gonna win. The other previews are coming on Friday, so I hope you're excited. We are out. Peace. Subscribe.